welcome back to Team Castro Universe and TCU Talks here with Linda and I. We're really excited to join you guys today. We have an exciting topic, something that we have worked on for a while and that we've kind of had some trials and errors and sometimes we feel like we've failed, but I wouldn't say it's failed, but just learned a really good lesson from creating new habits. So today we're going to talk about strong habits. I hope you guys are excited about it. I always think that you need to start off with why should I create new habits, or why are habits important in our lives? When we create a new habit, we create new belief systems. Okay? By creating new belief systems, we gain more confidence. We get a good feeling about, hey, we did something productive today, or we did something that's going to lead us toward a new goal, and then equals new results. Right? So when you feel good about things, you end up creating new results. So either you're more productive, you're more attentive, right? You reach out to do more things. You maybe create higher results in your life in terms of like money or income. Even in relationships, create more love, things like that. And then that reinforces your belief system, right? Because you now see proof in the physical world, or things that you've manifested, if you will, and then that just creates new belief systems, and then it's a whole cycle over and over again, right? So you start the day off strong, you control it, and you can build a stable foundation. It's all about how you start your day, because if you know you've done this, where you wake up in the morning and it's chaos, right? And if you have kids, I can reach out to, we don't have kids yet, but we really sympathize with you people, because the people who have kids, it can be a chaos in the morning if you have like toddlers or people, kids that are running around. So it is about how can we control that moment where we can start on a good page, and then the rest of the day hopefully falls in line with that. So we're gonna give you a few steps. Number one, we're gonna start about evaluating your current habits. Okay, what areas are you doing well? Right, appreciate yourself for doing that, and then what areas can you improve in, and why do you want to do that?
And the biggest way to set a foundation when setting goals is whatever that goal may be for you, you need to figure out what you have to gain by implementing that habit. So if it's something simple like maybe going to the gym, you can talk about how you're going to have more energy, you're going to feel maybe better about yourself, you'll be able to set an example for the other people in your life. But also, what do you have to lose if you don't implement that habit? Maybe your health won't get better, or you won't be able to keep up with your children, or you won't have the energy to do the things that you enjoy doing. And by putting forth the positives and what you're going to get out of it, it makes so much more excitement around developing the habit. And then by having the, oh no, if I don't, then those are the things that when you're not really feeling like it, you can just remind yourself and say, hey, this is what could happen if I don't take this step and be excited about it. And it helps reinforce those habits and make it a little bit easier to stick with as you build the habit.
It's so funny when you talk, sometimes I get lost because I'm thinking about, for me, where those areas work, and I'm probably like looking at the camera, probably like, right? Then to think about what areas I need to improve in as well. And you're so right, because it is like having some sort of GPS, right? Mm-hmm. What is this habit now going to get me in the future? Even though I don't have that yet, what is this going to help me get, right? If we don't have that endpoint, it's like not plugging directions into a GPS and just driving and hope you end up where you want to end up, right? Without being clear. So that is super important. That kind of leads us into step number 2. What's your action plan, right? What are the small steps that it's going to take to start building a new habit? And then once you've mastered that, how do you add in a new one, right? I feel like so many times, especially in January 1st, right? New Year's, right? Everybody wants a New Year's resolution, and then they put in too many things. They want to get fit. They want to read a book, right? A week, right? They want to, save up a bunch of money, pay off all their debts, whatever it is, but sometimes it gets overwhelming. So what are the small steps you can start with that you can handle and you can get really good at?
Absolutely. So they always say that it takes, call it 21 days to really become consistent with a habit. So those 21 days, it's safe to say that as you're building new habits, it becomes a little bit more, challenging to get into the groove or to remember you need to do it. So by setting yourself up for success in advance, maybe your goal is to read more. So you put the book that you're reading in an area where you'll see it, whether it be that you read right before bed so you have it open on your nightstand. Maybe your goal is to go to the gym. That's a habit you're looking to form. So the night before, maybe you fill your water, put it in the fridge, set out your gym clothes, have your shoes ready to go. That way you can build the habit, but also make it easier on yourself so that, one, you don't forget. Mark it on your mirrors, put little post-it notes up to help you succeed. But it also makes it easier to make that habit a routine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those little reminders are going to create what we call a committed decision, right? You're not just setting yourself up for failure, you're setting yourself up for success. So sometimes I have those little reminders, whether I have my book where I want to do my journaling, write out where I can see it, not tucked away anywhere, or I'll have like a vision board or a goal check off list that I need to do. Those are little reminders. And then when it comes to the decision point, and I don't know if you guys have had this, but I definitely have, where I'm struck with a choice. You either do the thing you said you were going to do, or you go, maybe I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow. So there's a technique, I'm going to give you guys a little tool here that has helped me specifically, and I hope it can help you as well. But when I see something that I know I'm supposed to do, whether it's a checklist or a post-it note or my book's out or the gym clothes out, I say to myself, am I willing? Okay, I'm going to say it again. Am I willing to do it? Am I willing to get it done? Because I know how good it's going to make me feel. I know how great it's going to be for my life. I know that it's setting me up for success. It's the small steps, right? And if you don't do it and if you move on, forgive yourself and move on. That leads us into number 4, okay? Number 3 was have a committed decision. That was making sure things are set up and that you're committed to it. Number 4 is accountability and support. This has been a massive thing in my life, is creating a community or people around me that I look up to or that I feel accountable to, that I feel like I don't want to let down, because sometimes we'll do more for somebody else, right, than we'll do for ourselves.
And it's also about, yes, support. Definitely, I think it's important to voice what your habits are, especially with the people that you live with. As you have a new habit that you're looking to implement, it really helps if, say, for Jason and I, last year we have gratitude journals where we committed to doing that every single day. It absolutely helped reinforce the habit that both of us were doing it, because then there's no, if one person forgets or doesn't feel like it, then the other person goes, no, let's get this done, we committed to that. Or if it's not a spouse, have a running buddy. Someone that, say, your habit is to work out, then you can message each other and be like, hey, just finished my workout. And that helps drive the motivation for both of you to help reach the goal that habit's going to help instill.
100%. I couldn't agree more. I remember when I was starting to work out and getting into the habit of that, I used to have my mom used to pick me up. So if you think in your head, can I sleep in on mom? Can I sleep on my own mother and not go to the gym with her? Very rarely did I ever feel like, oh, it's okay, I can sleep in, right? I was always up. I was always ready because I didn't want to let her down. And you got to remember, she's like 60 years old, right? So like, if the 6-year-old's getting up early in the morning, getting to the gym, hustling, I cannot be the person who doesn't do that, right?
No excuses.
I have no excuses. But this is now the caveat that I want to end this conversation on. This is number 5, is to remember to give yourself some grace and give yourself forgiveness, because life happens. Okay, I understand that. We live it as well. We've been in the fires, right? We've been in where you're stressed out, or I don't know, you stayed up too late and you got to get some rest or whatever it may happen. But if you mess up or you're not in the mood, just remember tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow doesn't define what happened today, and today didn't define what happened the day before. Okay, shit happens. We're humans. Okay, we're human beings. If we were perfect, we probably wouldn't be here as human beings. We might be something else. But remember that you can't be perfect all the time. We're not perfect human beings. There's nobody that is perfect. So remind yourself that, hey, I'm going to start fresh and start again.
So as this kicks off into January, please take a moment, share with us your goals for the new year. We want to hear about them. We want to hold you accountable. I know we'll be rolling out some information on our goals, the things that we're looking to crush in 2021.
Yeah. Also, a reminder, just to finish this all up, our TCU Foundation is still running, so you still have time to nominate somebody that you think deserves the $100 for this month of January. That's going to be somebody who's just helped and supported you, always believed in you. Maybe there's a ton for the community. Maybe they're struggling and that $100 would just make a big difference for them and their family. There is a link below the video to nominate them and just a little bit of information. Tell us why they deserve it. Also, we should have podcasts rolled out by now, so you can get them on different areas like Spotify, Apple, Google, things like that. So if you don't have time to watch this video, you can re-listen to it in your car, while you're getting ready, in the shower, right? Don't tell us if you're listening in the shower. That's okay. We don't care.
I listen to a lot of podcasts in the shower.
Yeah.
So
it's just a great way to add in some extra information. Rehear this multiple times because you're going to catch one or two things along the way. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. Linda and I appreciate every single one of you. We're so excited for you guys to achieve your goals, whether it's in business, in life, in relationships, in faith, whatever it is. Please share with us just your wins, maybe areas that you're struggling in that you need some maybe a little bit more coaching with. But we're always here to help you out. So thank you. See you later.
See ya.